Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sohum Reactions. Peace, love, and positivity to you. Today's request comes from Brian, who is sending us back into the world of the famous and nostalgic Jo Stafford. Jo, it's not a name that ever really comes up in conversations in the modern era, whatever that looks like for you. And it's certainly not a name that I had ever heard of before. But because of this reaction channel, y'all actually exposed me to her. I think as early as 2024 was the first time I ever listened to her. And my God, she has such a pure voice. That's pretty much the best way I can describe what her sound is like. All with that polish of we'll call it like pre 1960s sound. And honestly, Brian, who requested this reaction, gave a far better description than I'm doing now for Jo, so I think it's only fair that I read it off. So Brian writes, Jo Stafford was a singer in the vocal group The Pied Pipers in the late 1930s. The Pied Pipers as a group and Jo Stafford as a solo singer as well were with Tommy Dorsey Band from 1939 to 44. When Jo left the band to pursue her solo career from 40 to 42, the group often performed with Dorsey's new male singer Frank Sinatra. Jo, and that's a rabbit hole we should go down to at some point. Jo was classically trained in opera before deciding to follow a career in pop music. She's admired for the richness and purity of her tone. There you go. By 1955, she had achieved more worldwide record sales than any other female artist. The three songs I chose for this reaction showcase the beauty of Jo's voice and her versatility across three genres: Broadway, the song Mountain High Valley Low; jazz ballads, the song The Folks Who Live on the Hill; and traditional American folk songs, Shenandoah. So that gives us a very clear idea of what we're going to be listening to today, but it won't tell us just how pure her voice is unless we actually jump into it. And a side note about Shenandoah, but actually that's a song that I reacted to a while ago, not sung by Jo, however, but by a modern bass vocalist named Jeff Castellucci. So if you're very curious about how people are re-envisioning Shenandoah, I guess see my reaction to that song somewhere. But anyways, guys, super excited to jump into this today. Once again, massive thank you to Brian for the request. But now, my friends, let's jump into it. So this is going to take a Broadway approach. Well, let's see. Let me know if you guys like the visual format. I'm trying to improve the quality of my videos over here.
If you need me, I will be nearby, mountain high, valley low. My love follows you until the last, lightning fast, turtle slow.
This is hitting me emotionally really quickly.
Journey to the North Star, south winds blow my thoughts to you. If you need me, I will be nearby, mountain high.
I don't get why I'm crying right now. Oh my God. That's beautiful.
When your hair turns snow white, you will find me by your side.
Maybe it's like the contrast in how I'm going to keep reusing pure and rich, but how rich her voice sounds against the gentler backdrop. Her voice, it's like you can't cut through it, you know? It's like an impenetrable wall that I really appreciate, but it's not a wall that like is foreboding by any means. It's one with softer edges. There's no harshness to her voice whatsoever. And the same thing, it's like you have like this like beautiful membrane on the outside looking in, but also the elements from the outside, these strings and what we hear in the backdrop, are also very beautiful and just need entry into whatever Jo is guarding. I feel like her delivery here so far is rather measured and so pretty.
Find me by your side. I'll be with you though our fortunes sway. Lantern gay, willow sad.
This reminds me of the French movie Jean de Florette.
Go in search of new the skies to you. If you need me, I will be nearby. Lantern gay.
Could you imagine a duet with Karen Carpenter and Jo Stafford? Oh my god, I just got chills thinking about that. Is that it? No. I don't want that song to end. That hit so quickly for me. I guess let's just but we're going to switch styles. I have to talk about this now. I wouldn't necessarily, if I were to like not be given the genres beforehand, I wouldn't have classified that as Broadway, but having that description, I can totally imagine her performing this version of like a musical soliloquy in a Broadway musical. My God, it was so powerful and kind of reminds me of a Barbra Streisand song. I'm not sure if it's the one that I recently listened to or just one that I've heard in her discography, but I would imagine Barbara had drew some inspiration from Jo. I don't have the timeline of inspiration in front of me. Granted, not a lot of people do, especially when we go back to, this would be like 70 plus years ago at this point. But because of how acclaimed Jo was and how worldwide she was known at, like just her worldwide reach, I'd imagine artists such as Barbara were influenced by Jo. And the reason I think of Barbra Streisand immediately is because of the clarity that Barbara has in her vocal delivery. Barbara, she will enter a somehow softer place than even Jo in this moment is, but Jo is so measured, she is so calm in her delivery, and despite the song being rather short, you could feel her patience as she was singing, not rushing to the next beat, not worried about, making like a massive hook like we have sort of in the viral TikTok era nowadays. That's a whole separate conversation, but so much of the music that's being written now is for the 15 seconds of virality without actual substance past that 15 seconds. Jo would not go viral in this era whatsoever, unfortunately, because of the need for constant, dopamine hits. But anyways, I digress. This was such a beautiful song, gripped me right away. I didn't even understand really why that was happening. But dude, I will take it. Even if I don't understand where my emotions come from, I love the fact that Jo brings them out of me. So I'm excited to see where this next song goes. Like we read off earlier, this is going to be a more jazz style of a song, but let's see what it sounds like. This is going to be The Folks Who Live on the Hill. Need a tissue.
Someday we'll build a home on a hilltop high.
lofty. I love it.
shiny and new, a cottage that two can fill.
Oh, I love that melody. Da-da-da.
And we'll be pleased to be called.
Her voice rises so gradually,
The folks
like an ocean floor, you know,
live
up and
on the
down.
hill. Someday
It's like glockenspiel in the back.
we may be adding a thing or two,
The tempo of this song must be like
a wing or two.
60,
We
maybe
will
70.
make changes as any family will, but we will always be called the folks who live on the hill.
That is so pretty. Oh,
Our veranda will command a view
Oh,
of meadows green.
oh my God, that's my favorite melody of the song thus far.
Our veranda will command a view.
The tension. You can feel the movement in her melody. It's less about the pitches, it's more about the flow of the direction of the melody, if that makes sense.
Veranda will command a view of meadows green.
It's like a rolling hill up and down.
The sort of view that seems to want to be seen. And when the kids grow up and leave us, we'll sit and look at that same old view, just we two, Darby and Joan, who used to be Jack and Jill.
Wow, Jack and Jill.
The folks
I can't remember the last time I heard somebody
who like
reference
to be
them.
called what they have always been called, the folks who live on the
Oh my God. This song is a dream. An actual dream. I loved every second of it. I rate it very highly. I love her voice in the style of jazz, though it's not as complex as some of the other like jazz vocalists that we've listened to on the channel. The simplicity is actually what draws me in even more here. Oftentimes the jazz, there is so much happening melodically that even for a seasoned listener, it may be hard to detect what the movements are or what the intended emotions are from the movements and melody. This song slows all of that down. It gives you a lot of time between each note to digest what's happening in terms of the movement and really sort of bask in the glow of Joe's beautiful voice. That's what it's all about, man. Like, you could even, I say this as more of a extreme example, but I think it works. You could remove all of the words from a song like this and just have Joe singing along, like kind of humming, da, 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 like doing that kind of a cappella thing. Song's lexicon, it would still sound just as beautiful. The fact that we have words to kind of like understand logically is an extra benefit and kind of immerses me into her world. But regardless, like I still feel the emotional immersion, and that is very hard to do, especially with these more dreamlike songs. And to re-reference the Carpenters, they are also especially good at bringing you into their own dream world. Sometimes it can feel like they transport you to another dimension, and I feel like Jo is still very grounded on Earth. She inhabits more of a familiar place for me in terms of melody, in terms of even the rhythm to some extent. But wow, is it not intoxicating to listen to? Like, I feel like as soon as she starts singing, as soon as the melodies ride up and down, I am drawn into her aura. She just has that magnetic quality to her voice that, for me, just encourages me to listen to more of her stuff. So I guess we'll do that. Let's check out the final song of the day. This one is Shenandoah.
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Oh, you rolling river.
You hear that spiritual droning note there?
I long to see you. Away,
I love riding the waves of her voice.
heart's away, cross the wide Missouri. Oh, valley green,
The strings are doing such a wonderful job positioning her voice right in our hands. Chills. Dude, Brian, you did a great job selecting these tracks.
Forevermore, your faithful daughter. Away, my heart's away, cross the wide Missouri.
It's like every, oh God, it's getting more intense there. I'll pull it back. Every note that Jo is singing, it's as though, like I've described actually, I think it was Sarah Vaughan's voice like this, where like she'll sing a note and all of the surrounding instrumentation will justify the note that she's singing, almost as if she's like stepping on some, I don't know, stepping on some like very reactive soil, and then all of the surrounding soil starts to like shift around her, allowing her extra space to move, and she'll take another step and the world around her will change again. She just has that much of an impact. Like if you were to step into water and produce ripples, she is the step that's producing each and every single ripple in these waters. I love how engaging her voice is. And that's exactly what the strings are doing. Anytime she steps, the strings populate the pitch around her. So it creates a very expansive and wide feel in the mix.
Cross the wide
Here, the strings are always supporting her decision. Oh, man.
Oh, meadows warm that spring embraces. Oh, you rolling river. Shenandoah, I long to see you. Oh, you roll
Where's the tissue box man?
Oh, Shenandoah, I long to see you. Away, my heart's away, across the wide Missouri.
Oh, wow. That is so beautiful. There's literally no other way to characterize that song. It is so pure. It's not pulling any punches too. This song is very unapologetically itself. You know, like we talk on this channel all the time about like dynamics in a song and sort of evolving sections. This song to me, there's very little evolution in the track. In fact, where I feel like the majority of the evolution comes from is just in the persistence of this beautiful melody. I feel like the strings are the main element that are getting louder to kind of give the song more of its emotional intensity by the end. But Jo, like I said before, she is so measured. She is not exerting all that much energy to make this song as beautiful as it is. And oftentimes that's the latent quality that we unknowingly look for, is an artist's ability, a vocalist's ability to show some level of restraint in their performance, to allow the beautiful thing to just be what it is. You know, like if you're ever into like songwriting yourself, you may know this firsthand, but we have a tendency to want to like write the craziest melody out there and make the chord progression as novel as possible because we have something to prove. But really, you can always go back to the bread and butter, the simplistic melody, the beautiful composition around a simple melody. Just make the easy thing first, and if you execute on the easy thing well enough, you're going to be able to make anything complex sound even more bountiful. And I would say like Shenandoah of the three songs is the simplest, but has the potential for you as a listener to have the biggest emotional punch. And I was feeling that towards the end, the kind of overwhelming emotions in the performance. It's just such a beautiful, beautiful track, which is in kind of contrast to the first track we heard, where I immediately felt the beauty. And the second song here too, like I love the notes, I love the melody. So I don't even know like holistically how to view Jo, because as you mentioned, Brian, she's extremely versatile, dominating now in all three of these styles, and probably more styles she attempts as well. Picking a favorite is going to be hard for me today. Am I going to choose the emotional one? Am I going to choose the melodic one? Am I going to choose the simple one? Oof, that's hard for me. I'm really torn between Shenandoah and The Folks Who Live on the Hill. And crazily enough, like Mountain High, Valley Low should also be in my list. Maybe there's no point in picking a favorite today. I think I'm going to take the coward's way out and defer the question to you guys. Let me know if you have an answer. Which is your favorite song of these three today? If you prefer a Jo Stafford style, is it jazz? Is it the Broadway? Is it the folk? Is it something different? Put it in the comments. But I really hope y'all enjoyed this reaction. If you did and would like to request one yourself, whether it's more Jo Stafford, any other artist from this era, or really anything you'd like my opinion on, please use the first link in the description box below to request a reaction. But thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Take care and peace.